Today we're going to talk about patterns. Pattern is formed when something is repeated. For example, a series of pictures, numbers, designs. If you look, there's a couple examples of patterns. The first pattern starts with a heart, followed by 2 stars and an upwards arrow, and then those same 4 symbols are repeated again. In example 2, it's a list of numbers. 7, 11, 15, 19, 23. And hopefully you've caught on to a pattern, but we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. And example 3 is 5, 10, 20, 40, 80, and 160. Each member of a pattern is called a term, and we talk about terms by their position. For example, term 1 is in position 1, term 2 is in position 2, term 3 is in position 3, etc. In math, we examine patterns to find rules, and these rules help us to talk about what the pattern will look like for very large values. If you consider the pattern in example 2, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, what do you see happening? Well, to go from 7 to 11, we have to add 4, and to go from 11 to 15, it's another add 4, and 15 to 19, we add 4 again, and 19 to 23, we add 4 again. So what does this look like as a rule? Really, if we look at it, we've got an increase of 4 every time. So here we added 4 once, here we added 4 twice, added 4 3 times, added 4 4 times, and so on. So where do we go from here? We can write term n is something plus 4 times x. Actually, we should really make that an n, but 4 times x, where x represents the position number. However, we need to know what was added to each multiple. So the number 7 is in position 1, and we can use that to figure out what happened. We know that we have 4 times x plus something equals term 1. So if we substitute 7 in for term 1 and 1 in for x, because x was the term number, we end up with 7 equals something plus 4. Well, what number plus 4 equals 7? It's 3. So the general rule becomes term n equals 3 plus 4x, where x represents the term or position number. So if I wanted to know what the value of the 20th term in the pattern was, we can simply use substitution to evaluate this. Okay. So I start with term 20 is 3 plus 4 times, and remember what we said with substitution, put your brackets down and then you drop the 20 in for the variable. And BEDMath takes control here. We do the multiplication first. So we have to do 4 times 20 first to get 80, and then we can add and find that term 20 is 83. And before you come to class tomorrow, finish page 9 in your workbook, questions 1 and 2.